Rancher and Pearl, they start things off here on Haven. We suspect that they are going to be strong.
Yeah.
Munchkin is already able to find one just through the poison orb as Vonyet is going to be taken out.
That's kind of interesting. Some early spam there. Gen.G being really reactive on the map right now. Something RRQ was doing a lot in their last matchup just a couple days ago. Was trying to sell fakes one way, bouncing to a different direction on these pistols. So Gen.G trying to be as reactive as they can. Drone here, gonna get the spot onto Foxy9. Paranoia to make sure he's clear. Texture up ahead.
Alone here in this position, peeks in, finds one, but really Bolt not able to come out fast enough to keep himself alive, so Jemkin is able to collect a kill. Foxy9 at the same time, however, finding another. Is she gone? Orb gonna be snatched up. Ash arriving here at Heaven. There's a couple shots out, but also does have salvos for the delay on the plant. As you have 3 players from Gen.G corralling in around the back. Salvos get flung out. Reposition here just below.
You still got a little bit of util to work with. Still have the concuss. Still have a snake bite. So Gen.G can clear some space. Well, you could just get it done with the guns.
Yeah, we'll just find a timing there, crazy guy. Eyes set forward as Munchkin bounding around the corner. Hold the line versus the lion's share of RRQ players. Finds himself a second, looks for the third, can't quite make it happen. Crazy guy dancing around, his Texture about to get timinged. Learned from Xparrow. Managing to find one as the turret gets cleared out, and now it's going to be RQ trying to ship the spike across the map with 18 seconds remaining. Already, players have arrived at the C site.
You got the Tejo here, you've got the salvos, they can play delay.
The sun's coming through. They have the salvos on the exit of garage. They're going to have to disrespect it, try to run over this, and they're just going to get absolutely mauled as they exit out. Headshot found, but the time is already gone. The round is already over. This bonus is converted. RQ.
X in the past. He would love to get that trophy.
Oh, Karan. Pushing forward, catching Kuchi off guard. The attention is drawn into lobby.
Or just get out in this case, potentially, if he's going in.
A lot of it going to be cleared, but right, he's going to be grabbed up here by the kill contract. Will be dead even if he wins this fight, you would suspect. Will get taken down. Texture able to find Vonyet. At the same time, Crazy Guy deeping in the back of sight, comes away with 2 kills, and Xparrow finds Munchkin. Suddenly weapons are going to be upgraded. And Ash, now revealed by the Nero, is asked to clutch this out. Some wild spray across, some damage dealt. Jemkin down to 51. Suppressed here for the moment. See what Ash is able to pull off here for the team. Swing out, nothing. Headshot there from Jemkin. Fifth going to be called in. Karan unchecked, but wide swung on by Jemkin. And he is going to get taken down. 2-player advantage now here for the side of RRQ. Ash alone on the site, waiting for some reinforcements, but going to be overwhelmed and surrounded very swiftly. Texture's bound his way across here towards this A site, but given that he has the operator in play, you have to expect that he's just going to exit as quickly as he arrived.
Yeah, I feel like this should absolutely be a save. There's just not much left you can do at this point. It would take just one of the craziest plays you've ever seen. So wisely, Texture just going to peace out. Munchkin going to try to tuck into a corner. See if he can catch someone from RRQ. But Texture around the corner. What a timing.
Finds one. To bail himself out. And yep, Fastlane will be there to cover the escape. One shot there to the back of the leg. Missed the Achilles heel. Looks like he is going to be able to get out scot-free.
Yeah, and now they're changing directions again. I mean, some of the game plan here really feels like if you see Texture, don't go that way. But Foxy, nice kill.
Trying to get back to his anchoring ways. He's going to tug forward into the poison orb. Turns out, swings, looks for Xparrow. Cannot find it, but Munchkin catching a glimpse. Is able to take him down through the Cypher Zone cage. Crazy guy. Now left to his own devices. Instantly headshot. Timing. Slides down. They're lined up for him. Collects 2. Xparrow about to strike in from behind, but Karan now sights turned back over towards main. The drift out. Xparrow able to find the 1. Foxy9 still here on the site. The spike now dropped outside of garage. Foxy swooping in from behind, and it's gonna be with City as Cushy turns back, finds a headshot, but still eats an immense amount of damage. Overdrive now gonna be popped here from Texture. Looking for targets, but they've been split up. The time, however, getting away from RRQ. As Cushy pushes his way back in towards C, but the time is just not there. You know the Texture's around the corner. It's the last player you really want to face in toward. Bring them back. Paranoia now going to be coming through as Timing, pump on the ultimate, but Foxy9 taken down. Here on the cross angle, Qeon able to find Gen.G, breaks the shield, puts the spike on the floor for a brief little moment, but Monyet quickly trades it back and maintains the advantage here for the side of RQ. Looking for the stun there off the relay, but Monyet out wide, able to find one. Munchkin trades out another. His pick going to be invested right here in front. Just a recon to work with on the side of RQ. The fuse starting to be held. The recon doing wonders. Ash going to be taking down the spike, not taken up to half. And with the counter spray. So likely going to try to play for this one. Xpharaoh, they're strafing. Rushing forward. And Texture says, well, I can hear you, I can see you, I can shoot you. Clean opening kill here. As the rest of the team held at bay. Paranoia goes across, catching on to them. So Monyet has to put the mask on. Goes forward, shield broken, but Jemkin still firing. Does find Karan. As Monyet duking it out here with Munchkin, who tucks forward. Push out of the smoke though, and both of them getting carved up as Cushy finds two, and Jemkin just hits one right through the smoke on the Texture. Right between the eyes, and Foxy says, yep, I want nothing to do with this.
Time, so that drone doesn't mean much.
Oh, quad stack here, Texture trying to get out. Karan able to find one, Ash going to be taken out at the same time. Texture does manage to evacuate, but tag down to 46. Low on HP, Munchkin still with just the stinger. As that's going to be the grab of the orb. They're looking to try to spray him out. Texture finds it, the ult now. A non-factor here in the round. The team can try to hold on to the site.
Karan just got
Going to be able to find value as Monyet here in front of Plat. Mo's down two. Karan finding that, but now the backstab gets ready to come in. Forward into the smoke. Xpharaoh, the closer and closer, finds the first, the shorty, drawn out, knows that he's going to be low on HP, but Karan dips in, finds a headshot, swings out! Cut to the noise here from the side of Gen.G, but everyone clustered at main. It's going to be a swing out. Kills exchange here on both sides. Karan with one, Foxy with another. Jemkin and Cushy fighting back. Now brings it into a 2v3. Spike on the floor, out on the opposite side of this smoke.
Well, now you got to figure out a way to get back to that spike. And, RRQ is going to opt to just hold it down, throw the paranoia. Genji.
What is the game plan here? They have 40 seconds. They're going to go around the world, but then they still have to fight their way down into Long A.
Yeah.
There's a smoke already set up. Granted, it might expire by the time they get there, but there's only 33 seconds remaining. At the end of the day, this is round. It's going to have to end in a scuffle rather than a plan, it feels like.
No, you're absolutely correct. It has to be kills. Maybe Munchkin just anticipating that they were just going to hold the site since they had the angle from the ramp. They're gonna have to push down soon.
Shot to the shoulder. 12 seconds remaining. I mean, if you're Jemkin, you can just have him run away. Unless this last little kill comes in and he runs out of bullets, and Crazy Guy will go ahead and collect it. Well, Texture at the ready. Sprints forward, the flash, gets a headshot, but Texture is able to find one. Xpharaoh swinging out. Does manage to go ahead, take him down. Weapon going to be abandoned there within the site. The Bulldog as well can get scooped up. So a little bit more firepower here for the side of RQ, and it's going to be a very fast pivot for the side of Gen.G. Camera set up on B. Their sights set on C, however. Turn out the back, Trip gets cleared. Crazy Guy gonna look to try to buy some time. Stun, not gonna connect. The lineup though for Foxy9. Breaks the shield with the first, collapse them both with the second. And now, just Xpharaoh with that Phantom in hand. Crazy Guy already forward committed here into the site, taken down by Ash. Xpharaoh looking to be the hero, finds the first, spots the second. It's the transfer, but now up against Karan. Swings out of the cage, and Karan is good for it. On this B site, and Foxy is going to be another casualty. Monyet now dictating the pace and running the map.
This is what you needed for RRQ. Needed the map control. Gen.G scrambling now to figure out what the heck to do. This may just be one of those let Munchkin make some noise over at A. Everybody else try to find an opening somewhere. Could just end up being maybe a bit of a save, but money's okay. You don't need to. So yeah, they're gonna try to press forward. Crazy Guy right back here. Oh, Ash just shuts him down.
Yeah, swinging around the side. Cam gets the tap. Crazy Guy trying to swing out punish, but falls to the wayside. Cam retoggled. Look at this, continue to keep Karan revealed here at all times. Dimensional Drift going to be used. Monyet Pushing forward ensures that the site is cleared out. Xpero now going to be noted. And the swing out, Qeon's still going to be good for one, because she comes away with two. And the flash connects, Munchkin's blind. Spike gets planted. They're going to try to fight their way out as the vulnerable comes across. Here behind the box, Cushy lobbed in that shock dart. Managing to find texture, and Foxy9 gets taken down. Ash trying to find a timing, but gets revealed. Genji gets the headshot. As Qeon will be dealt with. 4K here for Genji to really try his luck. Yep, lockdown is in play now. Xpero backpedaling texture, scaling forward. Genji off screen, able to find one. Foxy9 going to be taken down, but Ash finds Genji. Texture gets Xpero. Lockdown ends up getting destroyed, but now the red carpet gets rolled out. Armageddon across, the paranoia not hitting the lion's share of players. The defuse now held to half. It's being stuck. They're just going to stick it the whole way.
30 seconds.
In the spot. C-site now broken open. Bit of a hero lurk here from the side of Foxy9. This crazy guy pushing forward down in towards mid. Turret believes in range. Yep, does get cleared out. As ISO all set, Jimkin trying to get a catch over towards Garage, but no one there to receive it. So it's going to be another whip. Munchkin now. Defensive pit in play here on the site. Monyet traded out for Foxy9.
Oh, the jump.
Jump up over the top, but Jemkin has to drop down, and Munchkin's right there, ready and waiting to scale forward. Cushy blocked out by the one-way smoke.
So util.
Paranoia, don't think quite connected onto Cushy. No, it absolutely did not. He's going to be able to find another one. Kara now taken down. Player advantage here for the side of RRQ. Xpero swooping around from behind. Alarm bot set up. Gives the alert. But now Gen.G has to split their attention in so many different directions. Ash swooping forward, but no, it's going to be Munchkin. Foxy finding one apiece. Now everyone getting a piece of the pie as Ash comes away with the kill on Monyet. Around the plant, being stuck, the double face push, looking for the transfer. Here is Jemkin, and he nearly finds it, but Munchkin survives, 75 health remaining. A stun in, but have they realized that Cushy got in ahead of this? Crazy guy going to go swooping forward. Ash able to readjust. Cushy now needing to try to rely on the act of surprise here, but goes swooping around, finds the headshot. Gets lost in the sauce for a brief little moment. The paranoia now expiring. A tap of the defuse. Munchkin around the back looking for the timing now has been noted. 4 bullets left here in the mag. And the pinch in from behind from Qeon will put him down. 13-8. Opening map here, the grand final of stage 1. Shallow 0 point, just rush here onto the corner, and Jemkin collecting 2 quick kills. Shrugs off the suppress, the flashes, everything. Ash just sending out some shots here from Market. Tripwire getting ready to get set up. A Monyet on this top mid lurk finds Foxy9. And suddenly, Gen.G scratching their heads, wondering, well, how do we even try to get back into this pistol? Swing onto the corner, and Monyet wins the fight. Takes down Qeon. Now it is all on Ash.
I think Monyet might have had something to say there after he won that too.
Looked like he was looking across the stage at him.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe we'll hear some of it in a replay. See if Ash can get any kind of damage, any kind of charge. Get that ult online. Swing on the corner though. Eventually finds the chest shot to go ahead and finish him off, but Crazy Guy out wide at switch. Okay. See.
It's a Dungeons & Dragons.
A little bit lost on me, but Crazy Guy finding Texture, who was lost in mid. Gonna be struck down. Spike gonna be spotted. Left on the floor here as Munchkin tries to hold things down over here at Cat. Fragment to try to buy a little bit of time. Actually, he will fall, but Karn covering fire back here onto the A site. Peels off the kill as Foxy snappy on the readjust. Comes out of the smoke. Monyet, similar scenes. Takes down 2, and already, even if Monyet does not win this round, the damage is dealt. Just Ash surviving here for the moment. Spike still not picked up, and Monyet looking to do something relatively unexpected as he pushes up into heaven.
It's a nice 1v3 clutch for Monyet.
Does he peek down? He's going around the world here. But Ash still at risk, still
left.
Stuck into the corner. Swinging out even wider. Making it all the easier for him. Monyet with 3. Still here on his heels, trying to guide them forward as Texture does manage to go ahead, get the shot out to push into the smoke, and Monyet timing to pit. The same thing happens to Munchkin here in mid as Xpero comes lurking forward. Noya catching on a Crazy Guy. Texture now though, under pressure, dashing back and has the pincer maneuver from the side, does Xpero. Toggle on the cam. Qeon desperately trying to chip away to get that headshot. Cannot make it happen. Swings out a little bit wider. Tucks back time. Starting to get away. Challenges in for the fight to try to lead it. Now he's getting suppressed. And he's going to be stuck in here. Flash turned away from. Shot goes right over Gen.G's shoulder. A ping reveal from Ash. Lets him know, oh yeah, there's plenty of targets in here, but you're not getting the opportunity for any of them.
Again, just great util usage. Causes Gen.G some big problems. Monyet even TPing. Oh,
Qeon waiting for the timing there, and because of that, they play it patiently, and then they flood in. Every single layer peeled back. Ash does manage to find one here on the flank. Sparrow maybe thinking that everyone had already corralled forward into that A site. Clear on the turret, the spot on the one. Foxy9 hit by the first, dead to the second. Cushy able to claim it. The combo working out, the knives going wide, and the salvo's right there. Texture's feet, layer after layer from RQ. RQ though, pivoting.
30 seconds left.
Start working across here towards A, and Foxy9 dead. Xpharaoh on that lurk, able to find one. Texture creeping back, gonna try to flush this out so they can keep their attention paid forward onto the site, and he will be able to do so. Cushy able to find Qeon. Ash dead, and now it's just Texture in a 1v3.
10 seconds left.
They're not tagged up. There's an Armageddon on the other side.
Spike planted.
Noise has been made. The drone reveals the drop down, the swing. Push in.
Again.
Get dead.
same thing.
Qeon does manage to find one. Paranoia going to be sent out, repositions. This time Texture out in the mid, able to intercept the flanker, so Xpharaoh ends up falling down. Ash trying to see what he could possibly get. Finds nothing, but Texture finds Crazy Guy. Suddenly it seems like at least in this round, things have started to click for Gen.G. For the first time on Ascent. Gun barrel spotted out. The wide swinging Qeon trying to challenge him for the fight, but Gen.G on the other side stands tall. The drip down line gets the headshot on the Texture, dinks through the corner. Spike not yet planted. You're trying to fight for some space, but Texture does manage to find that kill. And now they can suspect where Monyet is repositioned. Goes for the spray, but it's going to be Mr. 4K. No one to speak of. Reveal onto one, spray down into hell. Texture does come away with that kill. Equalizes the player count now into a 4v4.
Gotta hit a god tier paranoia here from Qeon. Just hits back
Connect
Gen.
on the two, but yet back Gen's going to be good enough to get them into this one, and now Qeon swings out from main. And Gen.G looking great here on the retake. Xpharaoh still late on that lurk, trying to fight his way in towards the site. Cannot make it happen. Texture.
Same spot he's been
I wonder
in every round.
where could he be? Here he is, and this time he's able to come away 2 kills once again, but that extra layer of Foxy9 there to trade out was added into the mix. 9-3 looking all but certain here for the moment. Spike now stuck.
Nice little micro adjustment from Gen.G. Calling in Foxy9 to give Munchkin a little bit of help. He needed it. Even though in this round, much better results for Munchkin. 2 kills there, just holding the same spot. Sometimes that does work. You fool people.
Oh. This means though, Xpharaoh, I mean, he's got the spike. He's going to be stuck into pizza. He doesn't want to give this angle over, but never mind. Texture will just get taken down. A little bit of damage here. Xpharaoh tagged at 42, but now we go into a 2v2. There's Qeon and Foxy. Have to try to clutch, otherwise RQ looking to pull off this 10-2. What a recovery of this round it would be. Paranoia still available. Split away from one another.
Shadows traveling.
No way to double up this blind. Throw behind the box.
Can spam it.
Will they lend credence to this at all? Do they go for that kind of spam? Smoking the boats. Foxy trying to push forward. Xpharaoh staying quiet, looking for it, cannot find it, but now a 1v1. 30 HP on Qeon. A clutch god in the previous map, but this time Nemkin instantaneous with the first, finds the second with Monyet sandwiched in between. Texture alone at A, needing to find the opening. Xpharaoh held back. Gate crash already being sent out as well for Gen.G to try to join in. Ash arriving, 22 health remaining here on the Sova. The lion's share of the weight being placed here on this Jett's back.
We've seen him do it before. Seen some crazy pistol stuff from Texture.
He's fighting up into heaven. Gets some damage on the Moniette. Does have that paranoia, but Texture out a little bit wider. Doesn't manage to find the kill, and now he has planted himself firmly. I think Gen.G will be in their nightmares tonight, regardless of the outcome of this series. Munchkin fighting back for a headshot there on the Moniette. Qeon pushing forward, jiggle peek out, swings, goes for the free fire, is able to find it. Cushy taken down. But it's only that Spectre upgrade. See though, Genji worked some magic at the start of that second half on Haven. And right now, they could desperately use it.
Say he's got that drone. Oh, Qeon at the door though.
Finds another, drops down, however, the salvo's right there waiting for him. Numbers the stealth drone cleared out. Foxy and Ash tucked here at the site. The head of one going to be spotted, but Ash plays off of that misinformation. But now Foxy would love to close the gap, but instead plants his feet. Earl and Cushy both tucked here at boats. 0 point, scouting them out, telling the story. Now they need to try to win the fight. Fragment is able to find one. Shots across through the wall, coming up huge, and Qeon still going to be good for one. Gem can take it down, but that now leaves Moniette all alone versus 4. He'll be forced to save.
Well, okay. Attacker's side starting to look
top, needing to be cleared. Qeon has to tuck back away. As Foxy finds another collab with the Outlaw. This time, Crazy Guy, Moniette, both going to be taken down. Vandal, however, here in the hands of Jemkin. Because she will fall. Xparrow finding one. The TP in. Jemkin steadies the aim. Finds the hit. And now it is all on Texture. Doesn't believe in the fake. Spots the real thing. And gets the fadeaway shot for the Red Bull clutch. Hunter's Fury from Ash here out from Bodes. Seeking target. Null command popped. Texture trying to scale forward, but Xparrow just a bit snap here. Finds a headshot to shut him down. Foxy tucking back around the corner. As Neural Theft gets revealed, but finds the timing. Picks off the enemy side, but the flood gets ready to come in. Foxy, dead as Cushy, finds that kill. Off from Moniette, goes a little bit wide. Ash able to find Cushy. Qeon going to be taken down, but Munchkin now finds Moniette. Diffuse starting. As they're just looking to hold this one down. Trying desperately, but the swoop forward from Munchkin.
potentially.
Finds shots through though. Munchkin eats some damage, yes, but still finds the kill. Moniette here at the site. Paranoia for Paranoia going to be exchanged across the two Omens. As ETP's in, over towards Hell. Shots ringing out the shorty to try to hound him down. Texture comes away with that elimination. Now the Nano Swarm, just a shallow little lob up. Buys some space and time. Texture eats 4 more damage from his teammate.
I was going to say, did he jump into that?
And he did, but already look at this. The call to save has been sounded. Jemkin is not going to get that dimensional drift online in this round. Looks like he doesn't actually go for the orb, but it doesn't matter because Texture's just gone forward into heaven. I think he's just going to look to take it for the plant here.
30 seconds left.
Use the null command in a follow-up to try to dissuade. Hasn't popped it yet, though.
Oh, look at Foxy.
In around the back, getting ready to come through the spawn. Null command comes out in response to the drone. Qeon forced away from the doorway. It's Foxy getting closer and closer, and Cushy is dead. Swing out of the smoke, one by one, they shall fall. As Xparrow going to be noted. As they work their way forward, Foxy 9 trying to get this flank here in mid, but Jemkin activating, finds the headshot, mows down 3, and RQ. They finally had enough. They want to try to go for a pacey hit, but Jemkin is here. Flash connected, now going to be being revealed in Texture. Takes him down, spamming through, but Moniette trying to hold the line, falls to the wayside, as does Xparrow. The trade up is there. Cushy, Crazy Guy, quick to arrive. Now trying to play it out versus 3. Foxy still working his way forward through main. Munchkin tucked. Going to be spotted there by the drone. Looks to try to delay. Even some minor spray through the floor might just be enough to take him down in health. Only 22 health remaining. They're looking for it. The split on the drop. Qeon dealing with the player here at Gen. Cushy now asked to do it all. Turret just a hair off. Swoops around the back. Finds one.
Bomb grenade out.
Recon cleared the tap. Foxy waiting, knowing that the time is just not going to be there. And now we'll swing forward. It's a catch on Xpero. Seems like it does, but so Spray is able to find one. Karen here over onto the flank, however, coming up with one, but then gets distracted by the tripwire, and Jemkin's able to collect. Xpero going to be taken down here on the site. Cushy finding Foxy 9. Ping reveal off the neural depth, and Munchkin is dead. It's all on Ash, and he cannot make it happen. So damn close. On the jiggle peak, let him know what Munchkin striking first, striking faster. Snake find on the left side. Ghost now going to be snatched up. Players a little bit more spread out as Moniette going to be forced away back deeper in towards street by the paint shell. Foxy still swinging, arriving, but jumping and getting taken down. Jemkin able to find that kill immediately right back here onto the site as the haunt gets cleared out in time. A lot of it already dwindling. Texture strafing forward, able to find one. Now it's just down to Crazy Guy.
The way into the back of the map and nobody has any idea.
Oh, well, Texture just a hair off that second final shot coming right over top of the head. Cannot find it. 2 kills quickly scooped up here for the side of RQ as they look to up the pace. Some damage dealt. Still 5 members strong. They work their way forward. Fault line not going to connect on anyone. Munchkin trying to play this out quietly as Jemkin goes sliding in towards back sight. Munchkin will be able to collect that elimination. Sinkpied available to try to delay. Foxy at the same time able to find Crazy Guy. There's the spike still here on the floor. The scale forward. Cushy clears enough, but not before Moniette gets picked apart, and suddenly we're into a 2v2. Push into the smoke zone. Charon ends up falling to the wayside. Now it's all down to Munchkin. Captain and IGL playing this out quietly, trying to see what maneuvers RQ look to make, and it seems like it's going to be that pivot either to the B or the C site. Pick of the litter here.
A little tough for Munchkin now, though. Has no idea how they're going to spread out off the back of this plant.
Spike planted.
Gonna have to win one battle. Cushy should be within one shot, though.
Both players tucked. Wall is set up to obfuscate main from this angle. Obviously, salvos are available, so Munchkin wanting to get a move on, but needing to clear a bunch of different positions here first. Quiet drop down. Caps it. Ball raised. Salvo's now flying through. Knows there's one at main. Does he suspect the second? As there's the stun. Ooh, sacrificial is Cushy. As there's the swing out. Nick Sparrow narrowly survives with 30 health.
Bulldog of their own.
Well, Texture this time ready for that position on top of Boulder. Finds a shot, and Ash similarly takes down Jemkin, making up for the sins of the previous round. They have been redeemed, and that is now a massive 2-player advantage here for Gen.G. I'm just going to say, hawked back here. Now noted. They know where Xpero is at. And Crazy Guy is dead. Munchkin 1 away from a pit going into round 5. Showstopper online. Munchkin clearly wasn't satisfied with just having the ultimate, wants a little bit more, and Xpero will thank him very much for the extra charge. Missing the timing of him sliding out of the smoke, but swings back in. Xpero fighting. Does come up with the kill. There's the wall, locks him in position. The haunt not quite cleared. He finds this one though. Suddenly he can make a go of it. 3 kills, the sprint over. Plant would put him 1 away from having that pit online. This would be a hell of a turnaround and a hell of a way to get this map tied up, but he's just going to drift out into Karen's crosshair. He popped, the boombot going to be sent. Thorn's finding a bit of damage as Moniette on the reposition is noted and heard, and Foxy swoops in to find that kill. Jemkin puts the rifle to good use, finding one. A showstopper now. Big splash potential as Cushy gets taken down, but there's a fake out there on the clone. Jemkin still alive, still well, still with Vandal in hand. Trying to force it forward. Ooh. They do, and it's a Karen's demise. He immediately snaps on, finding that headshot.
Time to jump.
Dimensional drift now at the ready, has the gate crash set up for the exit. The pit going to be invested here from the side of RQ. Looking to secure this, but it's going to be a counter pit. Sideshow's nightmare, it would seem. As they go sliding forward, trying to find some space, but Jemkin finds one. Ash dead. Texture waiting to try to see if he can find any kind of timing, but Jemkin is on top of it all. And with the judge in hand, Crazy Guy swings the corner.
So ready for this.
Swing out, looking for the reset on the spray. Takes a little while, but doesn't suffer too much damage. Eventually finds it. And it seems like he is very much suspicious of there being a third player in this position. Foxy backpedaling frantically, shooting with the Sheriff, trying to see what he can get done. Qeon will eventually fall, and now it's just down to Munchkin to see if he can get any kind of impact here in the round. Otherwise, RRQ back around the corner, and it's a freebie. Does he go for the knife?
Knife him.
Oh, Xpharaoh.
Do it.
Creeping forward, they're trying to keep the interest going, and there you have it. Correct position. Nightfall goes out, tap of the door. Rolling Thunder gets sent. Crazy Guy has no idea what's coming his way. Gets shot down by Cushy, able to find two. Texture, Ash, both going to be picked off, but the spike now dropped here at the entrance of main. Jimkin swinging back around, looking to bring this to bear here on the site. Still in a good position for RRQ, given that they have the site under their control for now. Just need to get that spike forward, and with the help of that smoke, they should be able to do so.
What a nullification of those ultimates, though, by Gen.G. The Nightfall with the door tap, and they can't hear it. So well thought out.
So she's still able to find those two kills. Still makes this a bit of a rough spot. Aaron getting tagged down to 70. Paranoia going to be used, but there's no real scaling off the back of that. So vision, audio regained. Xpharaoh playing the close angle. Munchkin at 45, Qeon at 70. The bite on a bit of a timing. Spying some more space as the swing out denied. Monyet survives with 37 health. Qeon now asked to try to clutch this out. Monyet just trading places, swooping. The jump in, an attempt to try to get around that one way.
But trickery position set up.
Oh, well, finds value from it. As a flash connecting, Foxy is going to look to try to reposition, but the stealth drone comes out immediately, and Jimkin does manage to go ahead and take him down. But Qeon, can he find it? Yes, he can! Tuck back, Texture swinging out. Good amount of damage is going to be found. Ash able to find Xpharaoh, but Crazy Guy answering back in a major way, finds them both. Smoke now down, Qeon calling here with the rotations as Munchkin sights in towards the connector, and Jimkin able to find that kill, and suddenly RRQ seeming like they have not missed a beat, seeming like they're able to shrug that round off quite well. A tuck back from Foxy9. Qeon now position absolutely known, but still able to find the spray through the corner. Crazy Guy taken down. He brings us into a 2v2.
Cover going out.
Monyet being forward. Foxy pushing. Qeon trying to clutch. What line is my question? Seems like they're just going to face in for it, but a little bit of a misjudge there from Crazy Guy. As far as the exact position is concerned. TP back over. He's making a quick exit and arrival towards this side of the map. Meanwhile, Qeon, it's a bit of a misread here, it would seem, from Gen.G. He plays back. They're fanned out for the most part. This means that Foxy9 now needs to try to buy some time. The Thorns locked him in place for the moment. The peek up over the top, but he's just absolutely destroyed their health bars. 24 seconds remaining. Cushy gonna be on the flank, but Ash seemingly reading it, had eyes on the angle, but Cushy does manage to find the headshot, but this round is just going to be a bridge too far. The time not going to be available here for him. Then from quite far away, and Qeon, in the end, isn't able to catch anybody. Now they don't have that the exact retake. Flash onto the corner, Jimkin goes diving forward, does trade his life as Qeon claims it. Munchkin at the same time finding Crazy Guy. Player advantage, at least for the moment here, for Gen.G. No flanks, just both players here on the site looking to try to fight their way forward, but okay. Xpharaoh, he manages to get Munchkin. Qeon, that micro little whiff could potentially cost him if Monyet can find the clutch. The peak, a decent bit of damage found, goes back through. Only tagged to 87, Foxy9 now has to finish the job. Swings around, and that allows for Monyet to get tucked back over here into tree. Spots him out. More damage exchanged, 3 health remaining on Foxy, and somehow advance. Qeon now tucking back, but does not get caught by this. He's playing the same position as he finds the first. Looks for a little bit more, goes for the readjust, but ends up getting taken down. Foxy9 backpedaling frantically, trying to stay alive. Gets the weapon back out after setting the steel garden. Pit now flying through. Munchkin frantically running away. The primary jam, the spray just a hair off from Connect. Chaos.
One enemy remaining.
Gen.G winning this fight, but now about to realize that they're on the wrong side of the map. Crazy Guy has a Vandal,
Spike planted.
will have a fault line. There's a hell of a lot more than HP than Foxy9 did in the previous round to try to get this done.
Him and Munchkin about tied for HP.
Can they suss this out?
Did you hear that footstep?
Ash about to be at risk. Not turning back at all. Crazy Guy slowly encroaching, killing, finding it. Spike not planted for him. Munchkin at least able to hold this up to half. He's stuck back in the corner. He's just gonna stick it. He's absolutely outdone him. One. Looks to back away. Quick little swoop around though as the door gets tapped and Jim can immediately taking Ash's head off. Foxy9 similarly going to be taken down, and Monyet now gets onto the crossfire over across from Baby Door. As Karin is far too late. Munchkin needing to try to fight back, but it's only going to be good for one. Karin this time does not have a sheriff. One fewer target. I'm not sure if that maths out correctly. At least not for a win.
Blinding.
Paranoia sent in the one direction.
Shadows traveling.
And still needing to deal with Monyet, but Monyet deals with him. Is tripped and is dead. Is Foxy. Jemkin scoping it, gets the headshot on the Texture. Looks for the finish. Texture just managed to put him down, but 22 health remaining here.
He's going to be ready for them to...
Munchkin, I mean, he's suspicious, but he is not quite prepared. A good kill from Monyet, and already this is set up to be a very good bonus for RQ. Sphero still with that judge, playing on elevation. So yeah, try to blast pack in here. Try to use that showstopper.
Yeah, you got 22 HP. Good luck.
30 seconds left.
Oh.
Heard it now. Still though, gonna be attempted. You have to think that maybe they had not realized. Cushy now arriving in from behind. Brings it to a 1v1. Spike gonna be scooped up the door. Already shut. Nick Sparrow picks up a Phantom.
Jemkin. Timing here.
They're going at the ready. Ash is gonna be taken down as things are gonna start getting chaotic. The time starting to dwindle. Shots flying out, looking for a bit of damage there, but ends up getting avoided. Pit in play here as the Spike set up for Gen.G. 4v4. The Rushies just jumping on top of them, saying, aim right here, guiding their hands is Jemkin.
They know. They
know.
know.
Munchkin around the corner. Yep, they know exactly where he is. The pit now dropped. Foxy trying to arrive. Nearly makes his way over for the third transfer. At the map point, Jemkin forward, looking for some damage, looking for some shots there. Doesn't have him connect, and Texture at the same time able to find Monyet. Now Jemkin dead as Munchkin just plays off the tracers. And suddenly, the strategy for Gen.G has become kill them all through smokes.
Well, part of that was getting some good assists for Texture. We were able to use some of that utility. Oh my God!
Swing onto the corner, Cushy comes away with two. Texture, Foxy9 both dead. And Xphero, bit of a flight timing. Munchkin trying to force him back, but he cannot. Crazy Guy regains his weapon, fault line. Only going to be connecting onto one, but one is good enough. As Ash now needing to clutch this. Slowly pulling back, and it's on to two. Monyet pushes off the back. TP's now, but he's going into the Armageddon, I do believe. As Texture finding one. Either way, cleanup is there as the shots connect. It's going to be Jemkin and Xphero trying to get themselves back into this one. A lot committed. To have a round loss here. But certainly hurt RQ. Give Gen.G a window back into the map. And from there, the series.
Decoy.
Tough position for Karan. He's got to worry about a couple different angles. He's got one coming behind him. He hasn't even looked that way.
Suspecting that the one-way is going to be enough. Trying to buy that space. Five's going to be sending Xphero. Finding the first. The swing out, and Jemkin's got the other. Is blast pack forward. Xphero up and over the top. Will get taken down. Showstopper now going to be used on the back end to try to create some further space. And Cushy nearly caught on a timing, but Foxy9 cannot get the punish. And Munchkin narrowly will be able to get away with it. Monyet trying to run him down. Trying to push forward. A little bit more space put in, but not going to be nearly fast enough with the shot. Texture with 5 HP. I mean, if he can even find a single kill here, it'd be so damn impressive.
Oh!
And he cannot. Takes him to 24, but then the bullets run out. Ash, Vandal picked up. Forward eyes set towards it. Flash connecting. Foxy going to be good for one. Karen going to be taken down. Ash holding here. Finds another as the off shot goes wide. Texture collecting, but Gen.G! 2 pumps to the shorty, 2 kills found. Foxy 9 now asks the clutch, finds the first 4 bullets remaining. The op on the opposite side swings in. It's a 4K for Gen.G, but not the round win for RRQ. Munchkin's at 35, Karon's dead.
No
Foxy,
way.
I mean, paranoia, Monyet finding Munchkin. I'm not trying to sound like I'm cheering for a particular team. I just really hate this guy. And I know that if Mitch Man's watching, he's giggling at my dismay.
I mean, it starts to make you think, you know, Genji used to have a player who would spam the Odin around on this map. Maybe Ash should learn.
He's trying to be a better man. He's trying to get a catch here. Narrowly is able to do so, but he still takes so much damage. And Xpero, with his own classic, will put him down. Monyet back across the opposite side. Finds a lurk. RRQ. And getting the spot out. Ash taking a shot with a Sheriff. Unable to find him, but Foxy will. 2 kills going to be picked up. Now a 3rd on the quick peek. Immediately repositions the drop down. Finds the 4th. He's on for an ace. And he's just not quite going to be able to find it. The 4K squad continuing here from Gen.G. As Xpero looks to try to pull off a clutch. Texture, Munchkin, both 100 health. The Sheriff needing to connect with Skulls. Puts out 1, they look for the double face. Minor reposition, a slow up on the action, but
Around the last time they played. Whoa, here we go.
Salvo's trying to force them back into the open. Texture does end up getting taken down. Nice shot from Munchkin though, finding Xpero there in tube just through the window. Cleans up that timing, cleans up the flank, and given the HP bars, RQ are going to have to go for the save, you would suspect.
Juggling the guns.
They're calling them. Carry onward.
They're gonna go.
30 seconds left.
Just around the corner, here is Munchkin ready to ruin their day. Spots out 1, swings, gets the shot, spike, play interrupted, and oh, what in the hell is that? The fadeaway on the drop down. And widely, the only consolation available for RRQ is that this lockdown has been used, but Monyet, here is some revenge. Load. Ash scaling forward. Xpero going to be noted here on that attempted flank in through mid, and Cushy picks up the Vandal immediately. Shuts down Foxy 9 with it. Pop flashes his way in. Trying to find the punish here on the Texture. Still does manage to come away with a kill on the Gen.G, bringing it now into a 2v3. This is a massive advantage. And turn of the tide here for RRQ. Trying to flash his way in, but Cushy now on for an ace. Karon swooping, Cushy collecting at Snowman. No angle for a spray as Cloudburst was thrown just like a distraction there by Gen.G. This flash not connecting on everyone. Monyet finds the kill on a Karon. Face back here. Cushy going to be put down. It's not resable at all. So in the end, a 2v2.
Xpero still has a nano in hand. There's a lot of delay available. Salvos you would expect.
4 seconds.
Yep, just about back online.
About to rotate around. Munchkin spotted. Texture dead. Xpero finding it. Munchkin now all alone. Salvo's going to be waiting out.
No time.
The time is just not going to be there. Shots flying. Munchkin just trying to leap out to safety, and he cannot. Crazy guy. Seconds. RQ looking to try to commit to the site, but not yet. Like a bat out of hell. Storms forward, riding the rope, finding that kill. Karon now needing to find some kind of breakthrough. As Texture joins in on this side. 3 players spread. Crazy guy, the first to fall. Gen.G playing close. The mask goes in. The pit now going to be invested. Cushy finding Texture on the exit. It's a very quick use. Fragment flies, push onto the corner, and Karon just Off kilter. Spike about to be planted. Couple shots flying here from Ash. It's himself a kill, but Gen.G collects too. His texture similarly hits the floor. Nano cleared out now, 3v4. 2 rifles in hand here for the side of Gen.G to try to make a go of this. But RQ just so firmly in control. Flash at the ready. The fragment still behind here for Cushy. As Nano goes out, he's further buying time. Karan going to be taken down. Monyet finds Foxy 9. And Munchkin will not be allowed to escape.
Oh boy.
Flash to the corner. Karan's still only going to be able to find one. Munchkin does get a bit of a follow-up, but it's so quickly traded back and shut down. Every advantage to Gen.G. Scrape for Claw at. Just ripped from their grasp moments after. Stun not connecting on to Foxy 9. He'll swing out, looks for a little bit more. Similar scenes as the trades continue. Now, the 1v1. For the readjust, Ash finding one. Gen.G knives do come up with the goods, but Gen.G, something about a thrifty. In a good spot now. Xfaro, however, looking to try to turn the favor around from the opposite side to try to bait him out. Munchkin is there on the angle. Oh, creep forward, just trying to reduce the angles, but Munchkin, yeah, is having that advantage there as Ash, okay. He's mowing down for 2. Texture looks for a little bit more, but Crazy Guy still having his number. It's his back kill, but it seems like Gen.G in a good spot to continue to shrink down his RQ lead. Oh. Ash collapsed the pond, but Cushy dead. Snakebite at his feet, and Crazy Guy with 19 HP. Already wrapped around on. It's just going to be a shot to the chest from Munchkin. Point set, swing coming through. Gen.G, the one to catch the bullet. Take it down as Armageddon called in to try to clear out the back of Raptors as well as screens. Push forward there from Crazy Guy. Felled as Foxy 9 finds him, but traded out. Push into the back. Cushy having to get off the angle as they're just getting pressured from every single angle. And Monyet now alone, fighting back. 2 targets alive. Munchkin bleeding out.
Just has to wait this out. Yeah.
Silent peek there on the rope. The spike still a ways away. Sends out the pin. No, has been spotted.
The pistol.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Well, Crazy Guy finding 1. Karan, however, finding 2. Cushy going to be taken down. So RQ's Teo similarly falls. A 1-player advantage. Gate crash into the very back right corner of sight as Sheriff there on the Raptors. Gen.G just not quite able to confirm the kill, but Xfaro will be able to put him down. So Karan now dead. Texture playing protect. Takes out wide swings. Zeta nasty shot down to 45, but Monyet now noted, surrounded. Fights back for 1. Will need to try to isolate. Knows that there's a frenzy above. Goes for the peek, and it's just a hair off. Monyet still not quite here as, oh, risky business going across the rope there as Munchkin trying to face forward, but now Spike going to be dropped. Foxy 9 able to find 1. Crazy Guy taken down. Texture tries to exit, but Gen.G finds the headshot. Made note of Monyet. Okay, now has absolutely seen him. And he's going to exit right here at the front of the side of Xfaro. He's taken down first and foremost. Munchkin gone. Spray through the overwhelm here on the side, but Monyet fighting back. Does manage to find at least 2 kills, but Gen.G now all alone. His teammates down on the floor.
Yeah, if there's anybody who can do it.
Playing along that elevation. Texture just swings out a little bit further than Xfaro might have anticipated. Ends up finding that kill. It's Monyet now desperately trying to escape. Barely manages to do so. The Salvo's chasing in as well. And now it's going to be Cushy just trying to show up the peel here for his teammates, who ends up being a casualty. Monyet finding 1, Gen.G finding another, however. As now they get themselves in with the player advantage. The Armageddon, Munchkin just narrowly able to avoid it. Riding it forward. Munchkin narrowly coming away with a kill, but now the spike
Down
dropped here on the forward angle.
20 seconds.
Foxy riding that rope forward, dropping down, collecting it. Commits to the stick. A quick peek, the drop down. Goes up and over the top. Position noted, heads spotted. Rides back up. Drops down once again. Just dancing around. The Nano caught in his hand, Monyet. Swing in the corner, eats a full flash. No punish to be found quite just yet, though, as Foxy9 able to find one. Textured. Qeon, however, answering back. And Qeon looking to counter pit, perhaps. Here we go again. Seems like the answer is yes. As it's around the corner, Crazy Guy catching a huge glimpse, but the shots are just not connecting. Sparrow up and over the top, however. Finding Munchkin going on a walkabout. Everyone now from Gen.G stuck here inside of the pit.
Oh my.
HP bars all over the place, and Ash! Barrel stuffing with the Stinger, able to find one. Monyet now dead. Their own pit gone. The TP into the back and Texture. Well, pushing forward, time starting to dwindle. And Crazy Guy finding a timing as Foxy9 is going to be taken down there. Trade out, but Jemkin now another reset, another kill. Ash dead. That's the Armageddon gone for the post plant. Now it's just a snake bite that they have to work with here as far as the mollies are concerned. And Xpharaoh once again is on a lurk. The gate crash right here next to him. Gets around the back. A coup de grace to Qeon. Looking for a little bit more, but Texture now completely, utterly surrounded. Finds the first, and Jemkin. Salvos now flying. Monyet!
30 seconds left.
Hitting the fadeaway as Foxy9 hits the floor. Texture and Munchkin with everything to do. Basically no real way to do it. Texture's dead, and Munchkin just cannot even get that plant down. An understatement. 24 health now finished off by Monyet. Texture continuing the chase, doesn't manage to go ahead and find that punish. A 1-for-1 on the Tejas as both get taken down. Still no Armageddon able to be used here for the side of Gen.G. Lockdown, however, for Foxy9. It's going to look to try to make this maybe a bit more complicated, but maybe even not necessary. Monyet trying to find a bit of a timing spray, but Texture owning the round. Pop flash, 2 targets nearby. Can't find either of them. Cushy comes away with the kill. Now it's a 2v3. Fragment the clear yellow. Jemkin, the chase forward, the 0 point to try to reveal all. Goes up and over the top. Hunting heads as they cannot get on for the defuse. Jemkin now alone to try to at least make it costly, and costly it shall be.
Knew there was an op in that previous round.
Probably not, but they certainly know now. Qeon going to be taken down. As Jemkin finding one. Texture dead, and all momentum gained from the previous round victory snuffed out. Jemkin will get timing. Foxy doing well to come away with that kill, but now needs to try to get himself out of this spot. Flush forward here at yellow.
Good flash.
That flash, trying to bail him out. The headshot found on him again, but cannot confirm the kill. Crazy Guy swinging, finding it. Monyet still standing.
Oh, Foxy.
Challenge it. Takes damage, takes the headshot. Xpharaoh holds the line. Damage not suffered. Nano here in front. Crazy Guy just swinging out, making noise, and still winning the fight. Texture eliminated now. His weapon will get scooped up. A Phantom, a Vandal, a Sheriff versus 5 of the best players here in Pacific. RRQ looking to get up to match point. The wall in his face, a flash as well. Ash scales forward, is able to find one, but Monyet shuts him down. The repeat from Jemkin is on point.
30 seconds left.
It's Qeon now with the Sheriff.
Here.
Still needing to wrangle 3 outlaws on the opposite side. Spike in hand, the push out, and Jemkin. Xpharaoh, however, on the flank. Have they read it? The answer's no. He strikes. Ash taken down. 3 players, 2 now remaining. Just the one. It's all on Qeon, and he cannot find it. Xpharaoh with the 3K gets RRQ, their first ever trophy.